Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm going outside of Seoul for the first time today. One of my friends is dating this guy who runs this wine bar at in some city that's like south of Seoul, maybe like 40 minutes outside of Seoul. So she pretty much wants to go spy on him, and you know, I'm a road dog, I'm a friend's friend, I'm a trooper for my friends. So when my friends are like, yo, I need to go, like, I want to pull up to him at his wine bar and just, you know, see what the vibe is. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm always down to roll. So we will be going outside of Seoul for the first time today, going to a wine bar. I love wine, I love whiskey, so any wine bars, whiskey bars, like, I'm here for it. And also, like, while I'm in South Korea, like, I don't just want to be stuck in Seoul. Like, I want to get the full experiences outside of Seoul as well. So I'm definitely, why do I look so red? Oh, is that better? I don't know. But anyway, so yes, I'm definitely excited to get outside of Seoul for the first time since I've been here. Today is, I think, day 1, 2, 3. Today is day 73. I've been in Seoul, South Korea, living here for 73 days, which is crazy. So yes, today is my first time getting outside of Seoul, going about 40 minutes south of the city to a wine bar later with my friend. I'm excited for that. I hope we don't get stuck there. I know, like, the trains and metros here do not run all night long. I think they stop on the weekends at like midnight or 11:30. But yeah, so before that, I need to get some work done right now. I need to get some studying done. I have final exams in about 2 weeks. So, like, now is definitely one of those times where, like, there is no room to be like, oh, like, if I don't understand this concept, like, I'll just work on it later. Like, no, I need to understand the concepts every single day as we learn them, because in 2 weeks, like, I'm running out of time to, like, catch up on assignments that I might have missed, which I haven't missed any assignments. Thankfully, I have not missed any assignments, thank God. But yeah, there's so much, like, vocab and stuff I need to catch up on, and I'm running out of time to be like, oh, I'll just do it next week, or I'll just do it the time is now. All those, I'll do it next week, the time is now. So anyway, before we get dressed and get ready to head out to this wine bar and stuff later, I'm about to, like, do some studying right now. Y'all can study with me. Look at this, like, come do this homework that one of my friends on social media was like, this looks like hieroglyphics. And I agree. Like, when you first see Korean for the first time, especially when you see it written in Hangul, you're like, what are these character, like, letter things? So I definitely get it. But yeah, let's hop into the study session first, and then from there, like, we'll see how the day goes up until, like, our date night excursion. So cheers. We are back from that impromptu gym session. I didn't know I was gonna have time to go to the gym today, but I'm so glad I did. But also, because if you follow me on my Instagram, you know that like one of the things in my like Korean language journey that's been like kind of hard has been like the listening part. Like I've been studying Korean. I studied Korean in the US for about a year before I moved. But it's been like reading and writing. So reading and writing, I'm cool. Like grammar, I'm cool. And even speaking, it's okay, but it's the listening that's hard. Like when people talk to me and they speak really fast, I have a hard time like processing what they say because it's so fast. So something that I started to do this week is like, I've been watching the YouTube videos of my favorite like Korean YouTubers, but without the English subtitles, like with no subtitles at all, just like letting the video play and just hearing them speak. Even though I can't really understand fully everything that they're saying, like I'm able to pick up more and more and piece together. I know I can pick up about 50% of the words and then I just piece together the rest from context clues, but I'm doing this purposely just so I can get used to hearing people speak at the native speed, because right now when I'm out in the real world and when I'm at school at the university, like it's just so fast that it's a little bit hard for me to process right now. So that's what I'm doing right now. So that's what you will hear playing in the background. 날씨 너무 좋다. The weather is really nice wherever he is. Hello, I am showered and moisturized. Now I'm about to do like a quick little makeup situation before going to meet my friend for dinner. If you hear my music in the background, these are some of my favorite Korean R&B artists. I don't listen to a lot of K-pop, but I listen to a lot of K-R&B. Yeah, that's really my vibe. Also, I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but tonight is my first time going outside of Seoul since I moved here. And of course it's because of a boy. Everything is always because of a boy. Nah, but my friend is one of my classmates is she's also a foreign international student as well. She's dating this Korean guy who owns a what is he own? He owns a wine bar. And you know, lately he's been he just switched up a little bit. So we're going to pull up on his wine bar for a night. So she wants to get my opinion and evaluate like how he's like been acting towards her. He knows we're coming. This is not no like, oh y'all just pulling up on this man to surprise him. Nah, like he knows we're coming. He invited us to come. He is very well aware. So there will be no surprises, no shock and awe. Y'all, I am 32 years old. I am too old to be doing like the pulling up on people in a surprise sort of situation. We're not doing that. But yeah, I'm excited to see what other areas outside of Seoul look like. I'm kind of nervous though too, because like, granted, most of the people here in Seoul don't speak English, but I feel like if they barely speak English here in Seoul, they're really not going to speak it like once you get out of Seoul, which is a good thing because we both are international language students who study Korean, so we're like able to get by. But it's just like a safety thing of like, oh, what if I just need to use English to explain something? I don't think we're going to be able to do that where we're going. Also, something that me and one of my friends talked about that I thought was like very interesting is like this pressure to feel like you always have to be perfect, and where does that come from? And like I told y'all in my one of my last YouTube videos, I had waited to do YouTube for so long because the first time I did it, I felt like I needed it to be perfect, and I had all these production crews and all this other stuff, and it just, because so much extra stuff was going on, it just didn't feel real, and I didn't like that. Whereas now I just set up the camera and press record. I am using my Canon today instead of my iPhone, but that's really only because my iPhone is out of space right now, and until I like kind of like go through it and dump the content onto something else, I can't really shoot with that right now. But it was just interesting when we had the conversations, and I'm just like, dang, I think that growing up, because of my sexuality and dating preferences, I always felt the need to overcompensate and be so perfect in other areas. And I think my thought process as a kid was like, well, if you're always accomplishing major things and people are always applauding you, then you'll be less of a burden on your parents, like when they have to answer the question of, oh well, why isn't he dating women, or where's his girlfriend? If people are clapping for you, then they have less opportunity to ask those kind of questions. And I think that has always been a perspective that I came to just carry with me, like growing up. And I think that's why I always overcompensated by trying to be perfect in everything and trying to be like that overachiever kind of person. I mean, granted, that has done a lot for me in my career. I think a lot of the things I accomplished and the work ethic that I have now perhaps wouldn't be the same without carrying that thing. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. But I'm just grateful that, like, now as a 32-year-old, I do not carry that. Like, I just don't. Like, I love that I'm able to capture my experiences now, living abroad in Korea, being a full-time university student, growing my career as an influencer. I'm so grateful that I can capture that and just package it up in a way that feels authentic and real to me, and just being able to, like, put it out for y'all and people like it. Because now, to me, I'm so detached from the results. Like, whether 100 people see it, 1,000 people see it, 100,000 people see it, it's more important for me for my content to feel authentic, and I just need to like me. I need to like me, and I need to like what I'm doing. All the other stuff is just noise anyway. But yeah, that's just a little bit of background on, like, I feel like where my need to be perfect comes from, and I think as a 32-year-old now, I've kind of worked through that, and I've broken free from that in a lot of ways, but I've also kept the parts of that has been beneficial to me, like the work ethic and stuff that I have now. Oh, this is my song, by the way. I don't know if y'all can hear it. It is called In the Room by a Korean R&B artist named 12. I'm so grateful that people like to get ready with me in chats, because on the Seoul Fashion Week video, I didn't know if the get ready with me in chat part was like too long, because it was probably longer than the Seoul Fashion Week content. Also, I ran out of my eyebrow. I just sounded so frustrated, I know. I just ran out of my eyebrow pencil this week, and I haven't gotten a new one, so I've been struggling. I don't even want to tell y'all what I used today to just try to make it work, but when I look at them in the mirror, I'm like very not happy. But you know, what did I just say earlier? I am not chasing perfection anymore. I'm just chasing realness. So I didn't have an eyebrow pencil today, so I had to use something else. So we didn't get perfection today, we have realness. That base that I just used was a Fenty Eavesdrop in shade 20. And now this concealer is by Dior Beauty, which is my favorite concealer at the moment. It's the Forever Skin Correct. I mess up this name all the time. This is what it looks like though. This is what it looks like. It is the Dior Beauty Forever Skin Correct. I mess up that name all the time. Also, I don't know if you can see my manicure. I usually get just a clear gel manicure, and then on my ring fingers I get some sort of gold design. Usually it's like the initial of my first name, but this time I got a 7, and maybe in another video I'll tell you why I got a 7. But we're done anyway. You know I'm very simple. Little Eavesdrop skin correcting skin tint moisturizer. Then we get a little concealer for the under eyes. Oof. And there we have it. Y'all know I'm like mad simple. Little like foundation tinted moisturizer base, a little Dior Beauty concealer, and I'm good to go. But I said all of that stuff to say that, like, y'all, let's just have space to be human. We are not machines, we are not robots, and it took me 32 years to allow myself the grace and the patience to not be perfect, to make mistakes, and even just like F it, like my sexuality, my dating preferences are what they are. Like I don't need to overcompensate in any area of my life for that. And I can be unapologetic about that. And that is the place that I arrived at now. And the reason why I share it when some people like my mom are like, well, you know, you don't always have to let people know. No, I choose to share that because when I was younger, when I was a kid and I needed to see somebody being so unapologetic in who they were, I didn't have a representation of that. So that is why now, like, I make it a point to live my life and to go after the things that I want to go after and do them publicly and do them loudly and just confidently and boldly, because if I could be that beacon of light that another kid or anyone out there needs, I want to be that figure because I didn't have it. So now I'm stepping into that role for someone else. So yes. Hello. I don't know if you can hear me, but I am walking to meet my friend at the train stop to go. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of my walk here. Also, what's funny is like I used to feel so insecure like filming outside in Korea because I didn't want people to view me as, oh, look at that guy being a tourist. Look at that tourist. But honestly, after 73 days here, people are gonna assume I'm a tourist anyway. They see a black man in Korea, they assume that I don't live here anyway. So all the things that I was scared about, like, oh my god, I don't want people to be like, oh my god, he's just such a tourist. They think that regardless, so I might as well just live my best life and just do what I want to do. So anyway, this is where I came from down there. That is the street where I live, and then that is like the main direction for like Gangnam area and stuff down there. But now I'm going this way to meet my friend at the bus stop. Oh, I can get a little street view. Oh, street views look great. Also, plastic surgery is huge here, so you will see a lot of places publicizing it. Oh, there's so many little side streets. Taxi's just up on the street. Where? Is it now?
Yeah.
Alright, cheers.
From República Dominicana. She's Dominican. But she is pretty great.
put it on my channels.
Exactly, it's free publicity, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Damn, this shit is fire. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Did I tell you? I felt like oh yeah, really big. And not only that, like
Listen, I'm telling you, now that I got over that whole fear of like, oh, I don't want, yeah, exactly. I don't want people judging me like, oh, I'm just a tourist. People are gonna judge me anyway. They're literally gonna say, even if I'm like perfectly doing everything perfect to society's message, they're gonna be like, oh, look at that foreigner.
Exactly. When you speak perfect Korean, you'll always be the foreigner.
Exactly. Even when, not if, even when I start speaking perfect Korean, they're still gonna be like, look at that foreigner. Oh, my body looks good in this though.
You always look good.
Thank you, baby. Let's try these chickens.
Anywhere in Spain. I did everything in fashion. In Spain I worked from runways to stores. You know, I actually started like doing like internships in fashion weeks. So I was just like there.
Oh, I interned at New York Fashion Week too.
Yeah, mine was not that good. I mean,
it's still Fashion
in Spain,
Week.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's still the fashion industry of where you were at.
I work in a bridal fashion week, and I had to make a whole candy sample, the model, candy sample, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I searched it on Google, and I think I'm a little bit like that. You're not, baby.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
so cute. Look at him.
Whoa. Dinner's over, everybody. We just ran to the train station to catch our last train back to Seoul. I think it is 11:25 and the last train to Seoul is at 11:30.
Yeah.
We will see if we will make it. We have to make it. I haven't ran like that in a long time. We will make it. We will make the last train back to Seoul, people. Have faith in us, trust us, we will make it. We're also like pretty wine drunk right now, but you know, all right, it's time to run again. My bad.
Yeah.
There's like no people on this
열차가 곧
train.
출발합니다. 출입문 닫겠습니다. The doors are closing.